now. All sucky now. Get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother, man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Make me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta. You must be new here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and this one features Jaylen Warren. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone...
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 14 carries, 55 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. That's caught by Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Edwards. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
O'Connell throwing, 3rd and goal. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense, kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 99 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Herbert changing things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Running left is Edwards. There he goes, left side. Shoves him aside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Edwards showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
And fighting down inside the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get, that first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. if you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Herbert now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaylen Warren with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. Doesn't.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Again, it's Edwards. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. '59. Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And now they'll shift things around. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. A handoff for Warren. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lumberjacks are back within a score. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First down throw, O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw here, O'Connell. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now O'Connell. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A little short pass. This is Everett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught downfield by Pickens. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 39 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here's Hall. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Open man right side, Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And O'Connell now to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tui Pelotu coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Herbert on first down now. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. He's got a man. Complete. And a huge play that time. 44 yards. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Herbert now. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On Herbert, his third interception. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing. O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
It's a big play there. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Pickens for another catch. Touchdown! George Pickens, 29 yards. And the Lumberjacks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Now it's O'Connell. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Warren. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Warren again. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's O'Connell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Eric Kendricks drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Warren will try the right side.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now a run with Warren. 48 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The ball near inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Warren.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Lumberjacks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Here's Warren.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Herbert going to change the play here. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run it. Warren.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you fit.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lumberjacks stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Slant to Adams.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And quickly they get to the line.
O'Connell working from the gun. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And they go play action here with O'Connell.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
To throw here, O'Connell.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. A little short pass. This is Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Up the middle they go. Warren. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.